Good afternoon, class. Good morning to those who are in different time zones. Today I'm going to be giving you a brief introduction on how to be an effective persuasive speaker. Now, I know we may have covered most of this information within our class period, but I just want to basically reemphasize and hit on the key details on how you can be effective as a persuasive speaker. Now, there are different types of speaker, as you know, but being persuasive is probably one of the more harder ones because, yeah, you might have factual knowledge or factual information, but you may not be able to get that information over to an audience that may have a biased opinion about the issue or whatever the topic is. So I'm going to give you some key pointers on how to actually be effective in this matter. Okay, so first you want to read. You want to read your information. You want to know what you're talking about. So when you present this information to the audience, you have a wealthy knowledge. This is key because without that knowledge base, you basically don't have a ground to stand on, and without a ground to stand on, no one's going to believe anything you say. So that reading and gaining that fundamental knowledge is the first step in having an effective persuasive speech. All right. So after you read and you gain your knowledge, you want to prepare your speech. So a lot of people may write down. They might have cue cards. They might have different things to basically give them that cue to move on to the next topic, basically. So in a persuasive speech, you want to be key and concise. So preparation is key in this matter. Whether you have to type it up and stud or go over your lines a few times, you might have to do that. That is a good preparation. Good preparers often succeed in giving persuasive speeches. So that's definitely the second step. After you prepare, you go over it. You might want to rehearse with a friend or a coworker or whatever the case may be. Rehearse, and they can give you pointers on how can you improve your speech and how can you effectively be more concise. So after that, you basically want to go into your speech confident. If you don't go into your speech confident, no one's gonna listen to anything you say. They're gonna be like, oh, he doesn't know what he's talking about. Well, if you're confident, I'm pretty sure people will be more keen to go with what you're saying. So be confident in giving your speech. Like that is basically the basis of that aspect. So being confident. Now, being confident can be displayed by your body language, by your volume. So you might want to, speak from your diaphragm. You might want to use your body language. You want to be involved in what you're saying. So without being involved in what you're saying, it might kind of feel like as if you're uninterested. So you want to be very interested in the topic that you're having. So if you're bored, your audience will be bored. So liven the crowd up per se. So after that, you want to basically be direct, but don't be so, I can't think of the word, but excuse me, but you don't want to tell someone they have to do something, basically, or force feed information down their throat, or you're trying to get them on your side, but you don't want to do it too much to where it's almost as if people are not going to want to listen to you. They're not going to want to do anything you say. So these key steps, basically, that are critical in giving an effective persuasive speech. I hope you have taken what I have said here and given it some some reasonable thought, because this can help anyone if you have to present a persuasive speech to whatever audience. So know your audience, be confident, read up on your information, and you can't fail. Preparation is key, and you really can't fail. I hope this helps. Thank you. Have a nice day.